Peace, family. I just have a quick word to share with you. So, a quick testimony. I was driving to work, and I go to work very early in the morning. And when I'm on the highway, it's typically dark. There's some lighting, but there's darkness for the most part. So I have to be very diligent. What the enemy does, or what spirits do, is try to keep you distracted so that you can get off your path. Remember this. So you have to be cognizant of your thoughts and your feelings, because what's happening is sometimes a thought is an initiation from a demonic spirit. And when you concentrate on that thought, you're actually giving life to whatever that spirit or demonic entity is trying to get you to believe. So I wasn't angry before I left the house. I was fine. And there was a thought. And I started thinking it was something negative. On my way to work, it was a typical day. And all of a sudden, the truck started slipping. It started slipping, and I started losing control, and I didn't know what was happening. And so I looked quickly over to the left of me, and I saw immediately before me, there was a crash that just happened, like literally just happened. And all of the debris was all across the road. And mind you, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 in the morning. And so the truck started slipping, and I started losing control. And I couldn't get control. I wasn't getting, I was like, what is going on? And in my mind, I didn't know. I honestly thought my brakes had gone out on me randomly, because I was losing control. I wasn't putting two and two together that it was the debris and things that were on the ground. And I look around me, and there's cars like immediately behind me and, like a couple of feet in front of me. And I said to myself, oh no, oh no, oh no, I'm going to get in I'm going to get in an accident this morning. It was extremely scary. But what I want to say, now I was protected. The Most High protected me. The angels were around me. Trust me. But what I want to creep back into is see the thought that the enemy was trying to distract me with. Because if the enemy, or if a demonic influence could get my mind to focus and be in a trance, so to speak, on whatever negative thought that was going across my mind, then, supposedly I was supposed to lose control and get in a bad accident, because it would have been a pretty bad accident had the Most High and had the angels that were around me not been protecting me. Because I myself did not have control. So I was protected. Trust me, I was protected. If you could only feel what I felt at that moment. If you could only feel how helpless a person can be when they don't have control and they don't know why they're losing control of their vehicle. Now I saw the debris, but there's plenty of times that I'm driving past car accidents and I never lose control like that. And so I gained control back, and I continued driving. But I know it was protection, but it was that thought that tried to distract me that would further set me off course. What I'm saying to you, the reason why I'm saying this and the reason why I'm coming to share this just happened to me the other day. I'm sharing this because be cognizant of the thoughts that you have. Because what happens is that thought that you have, it is, if it's not from the Most High, it is a temptation from a spirit. Demons, the enemy, want to captivate or captive your mind so that they can take you off course. So if you have made a decision, an honest decision, that you are living your life in a clean way, in a righteous way, not to say that you're going to be perfect, you are always going to be facing some kind of spiritual warfare. And if you are not cognizant, if you are not thinking, if you are not focused, you will be caught off guard. The enemy has come to kill, steal, and destroy. And it's not like he's taking days off. It's not like he's saying, I'm going to mess with this person Monday through Thursday, and then I'm going to give them a couple days to chill. The spiritual warfare is moment by moment. But when you recognize that warfare, you will let certain things in your life die. And this is what I want to say. When a negative thought comes into your mind, you have to alleviate that thought, and you have to not allow yourself to focus on whatever that thought is. Combat that negativity with a positive thought. And when you see yourself going in a negative route, when you see yourself having a pattern of negative thoughts, that's when it's time to cleanse your mind and cleanse your body. You can't cleanse your mind and your body if you are consuming bad things. You cannot cleanse your mind or your body if you're drinking, bad things like soda, or you're eating toxic foods, and then you're watching toxic TV, and then you're on your phone, or you're doing whatever. Some of these things, all of these things, are distractions from what your innate purpose in this life is to be. So if you really want to follow what you are supposed to be doing, you have to limit things that are going to produce negativity in your life, foods that are going to produce discourse in your body, drink that is going to produce discourse in your mind, in your spirit. The reason why I'm coming to you today is because the enemy has filled this world up with distractions. And as I said, before in many videos, the war is not against flesh and blood, but spirits and principalities. If you are not cognizant of the warfare that's going on, this Gid is trying to distract you, you will be caught up in that very trap. Be cognizant of people. Test the spirits. Be cognizant of what you're allowing yourself to consume daily. Not just physically as we eat foods, but mentally and spiritually. Things that we're watching on TV and online. Be cognizant of how you're spending your time. Because as we should understand, it is not who we are before the world that makes us something. It's who we are in our personal time, what we're genuinely doing in our personal lives on a daily basis to have a positive effect, not on ourselves, of course, and other people around us. But you can't have a genuine change, a genuine effect, or a genuine solution if you are focused on all these distractions. So when you see your mind wandering, it is time for you to regain focus. When you see your mind going to a negative place, it is time for you to cut your losses. Do not entertain demons Do not entertain negative thoughts. Don't do it. Don't do it. You have to know who you are and what your purpose is. And the only way that you are going to achieve what you have been called to do on this earth is to see things clearly. Not how you want to see things, because sometimes reality isn't really reality with all of the manipulation. To see things clearly, you have to ask the Most High for understanding. You have to be praying. You have to be fasting. You have to be dying to self and willing to have a discipline that supersedes your desires or supersedes the things that have held you back. When you see that your mind is going to a place, know that it's manipulation, that is not of the Most High. When you see yourself thinking thoughts, understand that it's a setup from the devil. It's a setup from the enemies. It's a setup from demons. But you have the control and you have the victory. Don't allow yourself to be manipulated, because nothing outside of yourself has control over you. No spirit, no unclean spirit is what I'm saying. You have dominion over these things that supersedes what we can see physically. If you are praying, if you are fasting, you will have that insight.